Hello everybody, what is going on? It's Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and we are watching some more AI battles in Civ 6. So this should probably be the last episode in our short European series. We only did 250 turns, and so yeah, those 250 turns are probably going to end up ending here pretty quickly in this episode. I think we're at like turn 170 or something like that. We'll have to wait until it pops up here. So current leaders, if I remember correctly, Rome is currently in the lead, and wasn't Russia in second? I don't exactly remember. Yeah, we're at turn 179. So we did have a war between Alexander and Greece, and actually it looks like they're still fighting here. And actually Alexander is pushing hard on Apollo, well, hard, but they're pushing over here on the city, but I don't think they're going to be able to take it, especially with only the 2 units. Although one of them is a knight, which, you know, is a little scary if you were Greece, but I think they should probably still be okay. It appears that Rome is no longer at war with anyone. Where else? We also had a war between France and Germany, correct? But they seem to be pieced out at this point, maybe? I don't know. It doesn't look like either has enough troops to make any sort of difference. Up here, I think they ended up piecing each other out, it appears. Scotland and England. Yeah, Scotland made peace with England. There you go. Thank you for confirming what I was just saying. Spain over here is still quite a bit of room, but they're not really doing much of anything. They have a lot of troops. England is going with a settler over here to Portugal. Interesting. All right. That may end up seeing a war going on over there. Spain's been, I don't know, they're just not near anyone. It's kind of like Egypt. They just have all this room to grow, but they're not really growing. And it would actually be kind of fun, I think, to hop in and actually play this map myself with these civs. Because I think it would just be fun just to, like, even be in Egypt and just grow as far as possible. Like, I think I would play as anyone except maybe Alexander or Greece or one of our 3 European countries over here, just because I would love the ability to just grow and see how well we can do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, Norway was one of the surprising ones. They were up there. I thought their military strength was pretty high too. And I wonder why, because they don't appear to have that many. I guess because the longships, those must give them a lot of power. I can click on the longships and not bug the game, right? Okay. Yeah, they do have quite a few longships. Unfortunately for them, they're really no place to use them at this point. I mean, they could go declare war on Germany, but Georgia is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as well. So Georgia's actually finally growing. It took them a little bit to get going. We're still only at 3 over here for Persia, but they are about to throw down number 4. Russia's only at 5, which is still a little disappointing. And then Poland, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is really disappointing at this point in the game. It looks like our war probably pieced out. Although, once again, I mean, they have 2 Hettori and a freaking knight here, and they're actually moving the battering ram, so they might not actually be at peace, except they just lost their battering ram because they're an idiot. Good job. Good job, Alexander. You're making me proud. So I think, like I said, I think the France-Germany war is over at this point. And Germany, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities. They're about to throw down number 6. And there they did. They threw it, man. What? Grunberg in Schlesien? Something like that. So, that's a fun town. Norway, still not much is happening. And this is the only issue, I think, because we're playing on the large map. Or is it huge? It's large or huge? It might be huge, actually. It's just, it's taking forever for anyone to actually run across each other. Like, Scythia is going to probably go the entire game without actually encountering anyone other than Georgia, which is a little disappointing, too, So, whatever we come back with, I'm probably going to play a smaller map. I could throw out more civs on this huge map. The only issue is then that starts getting really, really slow. And I think I would rather do a more tightly congested map with less civs versus a larger map with a lot of civs. I mean, the larger maps are fun to watch, only to see what happens, I guess, but it takes so much longer to get there. Where, I mean, even with what, these 14, 16 civs, we're at almost turn 200 at this point. So we're chugging along pretty quickly. What are you going to do, Rome? You have a lot of troops right now. I feel like you're actually at war with Leventa. Did they take over Leventa? Greece finished a wonder. Where's Leventa? They must have taken over Leventa. But then why would Leventa still have troops? Did Leventa send their troops halfway across the world for some reason? I need a find button. Okay, so Greece finished a wonder. Let's see if we can figure out what wonder. The Colossus, it appears. Also, really? Really? Like, the last time you put a city over here, it didn't work out too well for you, so you're going to try it again. Now, what's funny is it says full loyalty, so I'm assuming they're probably in a golden age or a normal age at this point. They've been in dark ages for quite a while. Rome also, loyalty seems really, really good at this point, so they're probably out of the dark age as well. Whatever happened over here? They still hadn't thrown down. Okay. So they're actually going to go to southern Spain, it appears. They're going to lose that city. Like, almost certainly they're going to lose that city. I wonder if maybe the AI just never learned, hey, don't go planting cities down, you know, halfway across the world. That's not going to be good for you. Oh, they ended up finishing the Apadanda in Berlin. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at 6 cities there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're about to throw down number 7. It appears that everyone's kind of in a. It must be that point in the game where they're like, let's go colonize again. Now, why wouldn't they have thrown something over here? England. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But they're going to throw it on 8, but they will lose 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they kind of got landlocked a little bit, honestly. Rome is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right now, which is pretty good. Greece is surprising. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this tiny congested area. The funny thing is, Turkey is just this wide open area that no one has moved into yet. Poland, they got another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it looks like they got another one down. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're still the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're at 6 cities, and it's like they still have such a small area because they keep planning all their cities like 3 tiles away. 1, 2. Yeah, they're all 3 tiles away, which is because of the mod. Because normally you have to go at least 4. So, you guys are nice and congested too. 1, 2. You're 6. Persia, did you throw down number 4? You finally threw down number 4, which is really surprising. I wonder why, what took them so long? Maybe because they were building the Petra? They have a lot of holy sites. I don't know. Just something inside them decided not to expand early. And here's the thing, they have a lot of room over here, still. Oh, hey, Egypt, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They threw down the 5th city, and they didn't call it Memphis. Good job, Egypt, you're learning. You're learning. You still have troops that are injured. It looks like we're still fighting the Greece-Alexander war. Unfortunately, Alexander's not really doing much of anything. Yeah, okay. If you're gonna attack anyone, I would definitely come attack Apollonia. That's where I would go with my attack. Now, Rome, are you gonna come up here and take Ostrov? They have a lot of troops right on their border. They have their legions. I think they would actually be able to take it pretty easily. They're still only rolling around with horsemen where a bunch of other people have knights. So Germany, France made peace. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's not really surprising because they weren't really doing much of anything. England is still looking to throw down another city, and now they're in North Africa. Okay. Okay. I mean, I guess if they went way over here, they might not have a loyalty issue. So, there you go. That always works. Who else could potentially be doing anything? Do you have another city going up yet? No. No. You do have a great writer? Or is that not? Yeah, that's great writer. But that's about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cities for Norway now. So Norway is actually maybe potentially pushing for first place at this point. Rome is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're at 207, so we only have 43 turns left. So let's go ahead and stop it real quick. So who is in the lead? I don't want to click this yet because the turn's still going. I hate when it does that. Because it like, oh, hey, we can click on it. And then you're like, nope, nope, nope. So they're still working on ironworking. They're pretty far behind in tech. Yeah, I feel like Alexander's pretty far behind right here. Although they have him... No, actually they have him up top. All right. Oh, yeah. You know why? Because we have slow. Everything's going slow, which is kind of what we wanted. They are in a golden age, though. So, oh, heroic age, actually. You also have France in a heroic. Gorgo's also in a heroic. Trajan's in a heroic. Then Germany, Norway, England are all in a golden age. And then these are normal ages. So Persian, Poland, and Russia are all in a normal age. So as far as we know, no one's in a dark age. And that's probably why, at this point, they have full loyalty in all their cities. So, as for actual score, let's take a quick look. Trajan's still in first place, and Trajan's still running away with it. Wow, actually, Peter's in second place. What happened, Harold? He's like not gone up. He's at 267. He was like at 267 at the end of last episode. So for whatever reason, his score has not gone up at all. I wonder why. Did you go declare war on someone or something? You're not liked by a lot of people, but yeah, that's pretty standard for you. So yeah, so it's still Rome's game to lose at this point. Science victory, someone we have not met, Alexander has not met's actually in first place. Then we have 20 techs for Victoria, 19 for Alexander, 19. Gorgo is, I can't see because, I don't know, sometimes it bugs out like that, 18. So she's at 18, okay. Actual cultural victory, Rome is still leading, but once again, that will never happen in time. Domination victory is not gonna happen in time either. And Germany, well, they have a capital, but they're at 195. Yeah, Harold, man, 404, dude. Those ships must be really powerful. And then religious victory, we can't see. So I wanted to see, what was it, longships, I think it was? Viking longship? They only have 30 melee strength. But they replaced the galley. Huh, I wonder why he has so much military strength. He didn't seem to have that many units in the scheme of things. Like, not so much so that he should have almost double military strength, I guess is what was confusing me. I mean, I guess he does have quite a few troops. Here's the other thing, too. He's literally fought no one except Stockholm. That was the only one he had to actually fight, so I guess that makes somewhat sense. I don't know. But seriously, he doesn't have... I mean, I guess he has swordsmen. Okay, I can see it, but I still don't really understand it. I don't know. Okay, so France is still at 5 cities, and at this point, they're going to have to start, like, conquering other cities, it looks like. Spain actually ended up throwing 2 more cities over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they're up to 7 now. And they just completely ignored the west and the south and just went straight east. England has still not thrown down their African settler, so, okay. Over here with Egypt, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities still. You hadn't really done much of anything, although you are actually looking to go north. So you're going to land in Crete. This is Crete, correct? I think this was Crete. I got to Google this. Crete. I'm pretty sure that's the Crete island. No, or, Crete is a Greek island. Are we right? Are we right? Nope, that's not Crete. That's Cyprus. Gotcha. I thought Crete was closer over here. That's Crete. Okay, that makes sense. I remember all this from EU4. That's the only reason I know any of the geography on these. Okay, Persia, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities. Russia declared war on Rome. Persia declared war on Rome. Yeah, it's getting to that point where everyone's just going to start declaring war on Rome just because they're leading. But once again, it really doesn't affect them because everyone else is so far away. Oh, okay, you're tearing down stuff. I just heard the and I was like, what? Now, Rome's actually coming here and about to throw down another city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're about to throw down number 8, and they're actually throwing it right on the Polish border. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Poland, in our last game, was pretty aggressive with their wars. So we may actually see a war between these two before the end of the game. I don't know anyone's going to be able to catch up to Rome at this point. Unless all of a sudden someone starts coming and taking cities. And I don't really think that's going to be possible. Germany has massed up more troops. Interesting. France is sitting there with no one at this point still. Scotland threw down 2 more cities. And they're all in the tundra instead of going over here. But okay. And then it appears as if... Yep, there we go. We actually have a English city now. Brescia? Way down in Africa. Okay. That's fine. And like I said, I think that's not a bad idea because they're not really surrounded by cities, so I don't think they're going to have any loyalty issues. I mean, we can take a look. Yeah, but we can't see the bar underneath unless we click on it. I don't know how to get that bar underneath without clicking on the city name, so I don't want to do that because that bugs out the automation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're at 5 cities. Alexander, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it actually looks like you're fighting Rome. Yeah. Alexander and Rome are currently at war with each other. Which is going to be really bad for Belgrade. Especially if Rome starts moving some troops down. I don't think Alexander... I mean, he has 1 knight left, basically. Well, no, he has 1 more Hittori. Still, not really in a position to do much of anything. You know, I forgot to look at the comments for the last episode before I recorded this one. Yeah, I've been really good at that. I don't know. Hopefully nothing major. I mean, probably a bunch of suggestions and stuff like that. But at this point, like, this series is going to come to an end this episode. At like, we're at 218, so we're at 27 more turns. So, Scythia, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, here's the... This is what's, I think, the most disappointing thing about the series to me. Look at Scythia's army at this point. Like, 1, 2, 3, 2 archers, 2 warriors, 2 spearmen. Like, come on, this is freaking Scythia, man. I want to see them rolling around with, like, a bunch of horses and just conquering everyone. You know who we should have included? Mongolia. Although, Mongolia might actually be over here a little more. There's, you know... What mountain range is in Russia? I don't know geography that well. Because Mongolia might actually be, like, right here. Now, I thought there was a... And I'm probably speaking maybe... incorrectly, but I thought there was a mountain range like in the southern, like that blocked off Mongolia and Russia, like it went east to west. And there's no mountain range over here, so in which case that might actually be way over here. And Russia, here's the other thing, Russia's really freaking big. Kind of always forget it until you actually go and look at a map and compare it, and then you're like, oh yeah, Russia's really big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're about to throw down number 8. So Norway is making a push. They're trying to. Rome, however, did just finish another wonder. Not the Oracle. That one had to have been built a while ago. We saw the Great Library already. They have aqueducts, man. Sorry, baths. Baths. Right? Because the bath, yeah, it replaces the aqueduct. It just looks the exact same. So where is this one? Oh, there you go. The Kotokunin? Kotokuin? I don't know. I think it's a religious one. I mean, it's like Buddha on top, right? So it appears to be religious. Okay. Okay, so Belgrade is going to fall to the Roman invasion, and Vidin might actually fall as well. So, yeah. We'll see if Rome actually just pieces out Alexander at this point. Man, every freaking time. Every time. Whoever we're automating as just does very disappointing. One day. Maybe we should, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like, maybe we should have played as Russia, because Russia would never get in a war with anyone. So they ended up throwing down their 7th city then. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they have their 7th city down. England, are you doing anything? No. Scotland is finally going over here to Ireland, it appears, and settling. France is chilling still. France doesn't even have much of an army back. So, Germany, I'm just saying, they don't have much of an army. Your army's not particularly strong, but yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Spain, man. Freaking tightly compact. I love it. And then you still got your one English city over in the middle of nowhere. I mean, that's England. England's always going to try settling other continents, which is fine. It appears... Yeah, they ended up losing the one city, and Vidin is going to fall. They did bring a knight up here, but... nah, they have too many troops. They just don't have walls. And here's the one thing I'm noticing about the AI, is if a city has walls, all of a sudden it's as if the AI doesn't know what to do against it. I mean, they just don't tend to bring enough troops. So it's been interesting. I wish you could, and I bet there probably is a mod to like disable certain texts. It would be nice just to disable walls. I think you'd see so much more city flipping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which I think would be far more entertaining in a AI series. Oh my gosh. Was this the same one? Yeah, that was the same city as before. That's just like the longest city name ever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 6. You're about to throw down number 7. Okay. Germany trying to make a late push, but it's probably a little too late. Scythia, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're throwing down number 7. I think Scythia could have potentially won. Here's the thing, though. Actually, look at the mountains in Scythia. They have like no hills, so they have almost zero production over here. So that's probably why Scythia's fallen a little behind. They really should have moved over here to the west. Over here in Crimea, they have a bunch of nice area over here, and there's some hills and stuff, and they could have gotten some decent production over here. Now, what's funny is Georgia has a ton of production. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I think they spent so much of the game trying to do their religious victory, that's why they kind of fell behind. We could actually take a look at everyone and determine why everyone fell behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think Persia also did religious, perhaps. Maybe? Actually, don't know. I don't know why Persia fell behind. Same thing with Egypt. The one thing I would say about Egypt is maybe because it just didn't have any nice fertile land. They have so much desert over there. So, I don't really know. Okay, so Vidin is about to fall. It appears probably this turn here. They do have, what, 2 legions, plus 2 more archers, plus a catapult, and the city is almost knocked down. There's no walls, so yeah, it's probably the end of that city. England is, they have another settler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 8 cities up, and they're about to throw down number 9. Now, the question is, will they be able to settle before 250? I don't know. We'll have to see. Scotland's also going to settle some random location. All right. How goes Vidin? Goodbye, Vidin. It was nice while you were there. So, yeah, I really... Oh, okay. Okay. So, Gorgo's apparently planning on declaring war on someone because they have a bunch of knights. So, Alexander definitely got his butt kicked. I think the point is, at this point, Rome is going to win. Yeah, they're at 457. This is ridiculous. Why? Empire 176. 128, 138. So they definitely have a decent sized empire score. Era score's at 80, so they actually have quite a bit of era score as well. Technology's at 42, so that's pretty standard. Wonders are at 45. Yeah, so they have a few more wonders than everyone else. And then civics 57. Yeah, and their civics are going to be high because they're pretty decent culture. So Rome just across the board has been doing really, really well. They are not leading in domination, but that's because they hadn't grabbed anyone's capital. They're actually not leading anymore in culture, which is rather interesting. And they're falling a little bit behind on tax. Yeah. Huh. Georgia's actually making a late push as well. But the thing is, I don't know anyone can actually catch up at this point. Yeah, Georgia's making a really late run. But they're over 120 points away, and there's only 16 turns. So I think the writing's kind of in the books at this point, that the game is going to be won by Rome. Which, hey, so everyone who picked Rome, congratulations, you win. I don't know what you win, but good job. So next series, I think we'll do another quick 250 turn thing. I'm thinking a couple things. I was thinking it would be really interesting to do kind of like a modern era. Like, throw a bunch of civs in a Pangea and then start in the modern era and basically go as quick as possible, quick speed or online speed, and basically hope that everyone starts nuking each other for like 250 turns. I think that'd be interesting. I was thinking of calling that like the North Korea variant. The other option is I did talk about maybe redoing the European one. It might be interesting to do this on a smaller map. Like, now that we have the mod, maybe we could actually do it on the other map that was a little smaller. The problem is there's still so many open areas. Like, you're still gonna have Russia that's gonna have all this land to explore. And now what's rather interesting is if we weren't 250 turns, what would happen? Would Rome still continue to conquer? Or would Russia eventually catch up just because they have so much more room to expand? But here's the thing. It's not like Rome needs the room to expand. They're just taking it now. And they still have quite a bit of room as well. Especially if they came south, go to Sicily and stuff like that. Man. Persia made peace with Rome. Okay. Yeah. Way to go. Way to go. That was really helpful, Persia. So, I don't know. I don't know if anyone would ever be able to catch up to Persia. Or, sorry, to Rome. It almost feels a little bit like my Congo in the last playthrough, or what was it, 2 ago? Where Congo just kind of always had the lead. Yeah, it was in my real world one. Congo just had all the lead because it just had all the room. And I don't remember if they won it or not. Oh, Vidin actually flipped. So, it actually went to a free city. So, Alexander may actually get this one back. Now, I don't know if Rome's going to come. They still have a bunch of troops here. Will they come and take it over? I don't think that's going to affect the score. I really don't. But we'll have to actually see here who actually tries taking Vidin. It's such a small city. I wonder why it got pressured into a free city. Maybe because you have 3 Greek cities or 4 Macedon cities that are putting pressure on it. Probably why. And then you're probably getting a little pressure from Poland as well. And then you only have a 2 and a 3 over here. So you're not going to get a ton of pressure from Rome. So that's actually interesting with the rise and fall that I haven't noticed yet. 10 turns remaining. There's almost this pressure, like you can't just keep taking cities, like new cities like that, or they're probably going to flip, only because you don't have a lot of pressure I guess if you keep expanding in the line like this. Now, if Vidin would have been up here, he would have been perfectly a-okay, but because it's kind of like this line of cities, basically he just lost it. just because it wasn't getting that much pressure. Poland is swollen up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cities right there. So they have a shot, but I mean, they have a shot to like maybe grab second place at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They still never threw that guy down. Where'd the Scottish city go? I don't know he's going to get it down in time. English city is still up and okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still only... Oh, whoa, no. 6, 7. Dang. Dang, okay. Egypt just kind of pushed it there at the end. That's so pretty. I like that. So Egypt kind of went up through Israel and into Turkey. Yeah. And then what wonder did you just finish? You did the... Oh, you got the Petra, it looks like. The Petra is really freaking amazing for Egypt at this point. So it's a little too late, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, see, now everyone's expanding. So it's almost as if there was like that mid-period, that middling period where they were, I don't know, trying to build troops or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Huh. I actually feel like this would start getting interesting here in a few minutes, just because people are starting to push on each other's borders. So is Rome going to actually grab Vidin? Maybe not, because Alexander just came and pushed it back. Wow. So in 3 turns, it's going to flip. I don't know how many turns are left in the game, but maybe not enough. Norway is still hanging up here. They still have a ton of room to grow too. Like, my gosh, they could go all the way over there. Yeah, so there were 5 turns left, so we could see who Vidin's going to flip to. Scotland is still just kind of chilling. Here's the other issue, is there's a certain point where, like, certain civs are just worthless. Like, Scotland's never going to do anything at this point. They're just kind of, like, they're always going to lose. Alexander's in the same point. Alexander's not really going to affect the game at all in the future. So you're going to flip in 1 turn. Question is, who are you going to flip to? And also, I wonder if you, like, start beating down the city, like, their defenses, and it flips, does the fortifications go back to full? Because that would really suck for Rome. How is my Russian buddy doing up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're at 6, so not really well. Okay, Vidin. Vidin did flip to agree back to Alexander. And it looks like they're actually at peace. Huh. All right, well, there you go. So Rome is not going to end up grabbing Vidin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cities. And here's the funny thing. Leech, or Lycée, I think it's Leech, is actually going to stay a Greek city as well. 2 turns remaining. Is Scotland going to get their city down? Just throw it down, man. Just throw it down. Is England going to get their city down? Just put a city down. Get your points, man. This is it. 2 turns left. Make a rush. England declared war on Rome. France declared war on Rome. Scotland is apparently fighting Norway? That's what it appears. But it almost looks like they're trading too, so I don't know. There's no barbarians either. Actually, I had someone mention I should leave barbarians on, because it actually helps balance. So you have like Russia up here. And so they have a lot of room to expand, yes, but then they would also have a lot more barbarians to deal with. So there is something to be said about maybe keeping barbarians on. All right, 0 turns remaining, guys. Last turn, everyone make your final moves. I think that's how it works. Have I actually gotten to the end of the game? I don't think I've ever actually simmed it to the end of the game, because they always get too long at the end of it. So we'll have to see what actually happens as soon as this turn ends. Okay, so Alexander... Apparently the game keeps on going. Okay. Oh, I think, okay. So, because it was so... I gotcha. So basically what ends up happening is because I'm just simming the game, the game keeps simming. I assume a sim till past 500, like it would sim infinitely. So what we need to do is actually go back to the autosave and then see if we can actually end the game. Would it end on 249? Does it end as soon as it gets to 250, or does it end when it gets to 249? I don't know. We're going to go back and we're going to load 249, and I just want to see the final score screen, even though we're going to technically lose. But I'll put a quick pause in here while we load up, and then I'll come back as soon as we finish the game. All right, so after some reloading, we ended up getting to the end of the game. As you can see, apparently this is the cutscene if you lose the game. I've never actually seen this cutscene before. Huh. I didn't know they made one for if you lost the game. The other thing that ended up happening, which I don't know that I was able to show, is that Gorgo did actually declare war on Alexander there right at the end and started invading with like 8 horsemen. So the funny thing is, even if we kept the game going, Alexander probably would have not been long for the world, which is always, it kind of screws up the automation, I notice, is if the civilization you're automating ends up losing. But anyways, so he ended up getting defeated. Yes, let's take a quick look at the graphs. So culture per turn, you can see that Rome started just pulling away pretty hard. Faith per turn, who is this, Tamer? It's Tamer or Tomarus, but I think it's Tamer. It had pretty high gold balance. It appears Cyrus actually had the most gold. Interesting. Science per turn, once again, I think Tamer. Yeah, and we noticed that, that she started taking the lead in science. Score per turn, Rome. It was, what was it? About halfway through the game, right around turn 140 or so. He just jumped up and then just never got caught up to. Buildings constructed, once again, Rome. Cities captured was Rome. Cities founded, ironically, wasn't Rome. Is that Russia? Russia actually founded the most cities. It has 9. When did they get 9 cities? I don't remember seeing that. Cities lost, we had, I think that was Alexander. Yeah, that was us. Good job, Alexanders. Districts constructed was Rome. Great people earned was... Ooh, who is that? Those are city-states, right? Yeah, those are all city-states, so it wouldn't be there. Peter? Oh, Peter, Russia again. Peter had the most... Yeah, that makes sense. Most people. Number of combats was Alexander. Yeah. Religions founded. Yeah, everyone's gonna be like 1 on that, which is a weird thing to actually have a chart because you can only found 1 religion. Units killed, ironically, was France. Huh. Would not have expected that. Units lost. I didn't want to see that one. Units lost is gonna be Alexander. Yeah, most certainly. War declarations received. Rome, yeah, because everyone doesn't like him. Wars declared, ironically, was France. Yeah. And then wonders constructed was Rome. Yeah, all right, well, there you go. We can view the timeline. Actually, I don't want to view the timeline. We can actually do replay movie. Oh, yeah, that was a movie at the end. Isn't there a way to actually see... I thought there was a way to actually see all the cities as they start growing. Where is that, though? It's not timeline. The movie is the actual movie. Actually, don't know where you find that. Huh. Anyways, we're going to wrap this series up here. Whatever suggestions you guys have for another one, let me know. I don't think I want to do real world. And here's the thing. If I could do real world, but on like a medium or normal size or a small map, that might be interesting. I just don't like doing the full size, like huge map, only because you're going to get America, and America is never going to encounter India. They're never going to fight each other. They may encounter each other, but they're never really going to fight each other. And it just, I don't know. I would rather do a more compressed map just so we can see more wars, because I find that, at least in my opinion, more entertaining. It is cool to actually watch the civs grow and see how, you know, different they actually end up, but that's almost something where it's like I just need to like set it and then come back to it after a couple hours versus sitting here trying to make commentary on it. So like I said, I think I'm thinking either maybe doing an Asia one, kind of doing like what we did with Europe, but doing a real world Asia one. Also thinking of maybe doing, like I said, that modern nuclear one, which I think would be entertaining. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think, and comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys next episode. Bye.